If you're moving to Austin and you've spent any amount of time researching neighborhoods, you've probably heard about Westlake. People talk about the schools, they talk about the location, they talk about the beautiful homes and the hill country views, but what is it actually like to live there? And more importantly, is Westlake worth the price tag? In this video, I'm breaking down what it's really like to live in Westlake in 2026, including home prices, schools, lifestyle, commute times, and who I think this area is a great fit for. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Megan Hawley. I'm a realtor here in the Austin area. I work with a lot of families relocating to Austin, and Westlake is one of those neighborhoods that comes up in conversation again and again. For many buyers moving here from California, New York, Washington, or major metro areas, Westlake often checks a lot of boxes. Got great schools, close to downtown, beautiful scenery, strong home values. There are also some trade-offs that people don't always realize until they start seriously looking. So today, I'm going to give you the full picture. Let's start with location. Westlake sits just west of downtown Austin. One of the biggest reasons people are attracted to the area is because it gives you a suburban feel without feeling far away from the city. Depending on where you live in Westlake, you may be just 10 to 15 minutes from downtown Austin. For a city the size of Austin, that is a huge advantage. Many buyers come here wanting space, privacy, and excellent schools, but they don't want to spend 45 minutes commuting every day. Westlake offers a balance that's hard to find. You get rolling hills, mature trees, larger homes, and a quieter atmosphere while still being very close to restaurants, entertainment, shopping, and major employers. One thing I think surprises some relocation buyers is that Westlake doesn't feel like a typical suburb. When people move to the suburbs in many cities, they expect flat terrain, newer developments, and neighborhoods that all look somewhat similar. Westlake feels very different. The hills, winding roads, mature trees, and natural landscape give the area a unique character that can feel very different from other parts of Austin. Another surprise for many buyers is that Westlake isn't technically its own city. It's actually a collection of neighborhoods and communities located within the Eanes ISD area, which is one reason you'll hear people use the terms Westlake and Eanes somewhat interchangeably. And while Westlake is close to downtown, it doesn't necessarily feel urban. That's part of the appeal for many families. You can enjoy a quieter residential environment while still having easy access to restaurants, entertainment, and major employers. Let's talk about the thing Westlake is probably most known for, the schools. For many families, this is the primary reason they begin looking here. Westlake is served by the highly regarded Eanes Independent School District and schools like Westlake High School, Hill Country Middle School, Bridgepoint Elementary, Cedar Creek Elementary have all been long recognized for strong academic performance and extracurricular programs. You can find this information and more at greatschools.org. For parents relocating from out of state, school quality is often one of the biggest priorities, and Westlake consistently ends up near the top of that list. Even buyers without children often pay attention to school districts because of the impact schools can have on long-term home values and resale demand. Now let's talk about one of the biggest questions people have. How much does it cost to live here? The reality is Westlake is one of the most expensive areas in the Austin market. If you're looking for a 4-bedroom single-family home in Westlake, many buyers are shopping in roughly the 1.6 to 4 million range, depending on location, lot size, updates, and views. Of course, there are homes below and above that range, but that's where a lot of the inventory currently tends to fall. You'll find everything from older homes that have been beautifully updated to custom luxury estates with incredible views of the hill country. One thing many relocation buyers notice is that while Westlake is expensive by Austin standards, it may still feel more attainable when you compare to neighborhoods in places like the Bay Area, Los Angeles, Seattle, or parts of New York. Of course, affordability depends on your situation, but that's a comparison that many people naturally make when they're moving here. This is where Westlake really stands out. The lifestyle feels established. The neighborhoods are mature, the trees are large, the roads wind through the hills instead of being laid out in a rigid grid. There's a sense of privacy that many people can appreciate. At the same time, you're not isolated. You can head downtown for dinner. You can spend the afternoon on Lake Austin. You can hike nearby trails. You can enjoy many of the things that make Austin unique without spending a huge amount of time driving across the city. A lot of families choose Westlake because it offers a slower pace at home while keeping the city very accessible. Another major selling point is location. Many Austin suburbs require longer drives to reach downtown, and Westlake doesn't. For professionals working downtown, near the Domain, or in other central business districts, location can be a significant advantage. Of course, traffic still exists. This is Austin, after all, but compared to some areas farther outside the city, Westlake offers easier access to many of Austin's most popular destinations. For buyers relocating from larger cities, the commute often feels manageable relative to what they're used to. When I talk with buyers interested in Westlake, a few things come up repeatedly: the schools, the location, the natural beauty, the strong reputation, and the fact that it feels established. Some newer communities can feel very master planned and newer in appearance, and Westlake feels different. There's character, there's history, there's a sense that the area has matured over time, and people also appreciate how central it feels without being in the middle of downtown. I think Westlake is especially attractive for families who are relocating and want to be close to downtown without actually living downtown. It's also a great fit for professionals who value a shorter commute and don't want to spend an hour in the car every day. And for many buyers, the school district is a big factor. When families start comparing neighborhoods, they often find themselves coming back to Westlake because of the combination of schools, location, and overall lifestyle. That doesn't mean it's the right choice for everyone, but it does explain why demand remains strong year after year. Westlake isn't automatically the right fit for everyone. If maximizing your square footage is your top priority, you may find more value in areas like Lakeway, Leander, Cedar Park, or Round Rock. If you're looking for newer master plan communities with extensive neighborhood amenities, there may be other areas that better match your preferences. And if walkability is at the top of your list, some central Austin neighborhoods may be worth exploring as well. The right neighborhood depends on what matters most to you. So what is it really like living in Westlake in 2026? It's one of Austin's most desirable neighborhoods for a reason. You get exceptional schools, a prime location, beautiful surroundings, and a lifestyle that appeals to many families relocating to the area. The trade-off is cost. Westlake is expensive, but many families feel the schools, location, and lifestyle justify the price, and this makes it one of the most compelling places to live in the Austin area. If you're thinking about relocating to Austin and trying to figure out whether Westlake, Steiner Ranch, Lakeway, or another area is the right fit, I'd love to help. Feel free to schedule a call with me in the link below. And as always, if you enjoy videos about Austin neighborhoods and relocation, make sure to subscribe. I'll see you next time.